Hi there, Eden here with your weekly self-care reminder. And today I wanted to share with you a practice that involves two simple yet very deep and profound questions. And um, the questions are, how do I feel and what do I need right now? And those questions can be really tricky, and they can be also lead to a lot of deep insights. And they ask that we are with ourselves in a new way, that we hold space for ourselves to be with the answers, whatever they are, without judgment, without self-criticism, but from a place of self-love. And we can know so much about what foods to take into our bodies, what foods not to take into our bodies, what herbs to take, what time to go to bed, what oils to put on our skin, all of that kind of stuff, which I love to talk about. But we can know all that and yet still not do it, and we can still be doing things that are maybe destructive or that are not life-affirming, but are coming from a deeper need in us that needs attending to, or it needs at least just to be seen. And that way we can actually have a more sustainable practice around making changes and shifts in our lives that would lead to deeper health, to more sustainable health, and to connect us to our whole self and highest self. And I say whole because we have so many different layers to us, and it doesn't all have to be, you know, the positive and the light and all of that. But we have, just like Mother Nature is amazing and beautiful and overwhelming in her beauty, she can also be, you know, destructive and incredibly scary sometimes. So all of that is in us. And the more that we can develop the capacity to be with all of that in ourselves, I believe the more loving we can be, and the more transformative our practices around health and wellness will be, and the more of a place of insight we can reach when we ask these questions. So when we're reaching for the third glass of wine or martini or whatever our vice is, and we all have them, or our, you know, fourth Netflix show when we're really actually tired, and there's so many ways we can go with this, but the practice is to pause, to say, what am I feeling right now? What do I actually need? And sometimes the answers will come easily, sometimes they don't. Sometimes the answers are really uncomfortable to be with. You know, I've felt in my life when I've asked those questions, it's been like, oh, I'm feeling really lonely. And it's hard to be with that feeling. What can I do to be with it? How can I be with it? And just be okay with that, instead of trying to fill my time with something that distracts me from my loneliness. Or it could be, I'm feeling, you know, anxious right now, or I'm feeling depressed, or, you know, all the things that come up for us as human beings on this planet, in this life. So in addition to all the wonderful things we can do around taking care of ourselves with food and herbs and oils and sleep and love, this is another form of self-love, just coming into that spaciousness, holding space for ourselves to ask those two questions. How do I feel? What do I need? And just be there for the answers in a loving, curious, all-embracing way. All right, well, thanks for listening. As usual, I hope these are helpful, and I always love to hear from you and your ideas.